Welcome to the second episode of Product Junkie, where we break down the products that you need to keep your beauty unique. Today on Product Junkie, we're going to curl up and have some fun with the Gauge for Men Pomade Grip. I have fallen in love with this product. We are well immersed into the summer season in Rochester, New York. And what does that mean? 95-degree days and a ton of humidity. And what do most hair types do in the humidity? They curl up. How do we work with that curl? Well, the Gauge for Men Pomade Grip is going to help us figure out how to do that. First off, let's talk about the differences. The Gauge for Men line has two pucks that have shiny pomades in them. Let's talk about some of the differences. The pomade grip, besides reading the name on the front, is a little bit different because it has a cloudy consistency. The pomade dressing is more clear, as well as the pomade dressing has a little bit of spring in its step, meaning it's going to be a little bit lighter for you. The Gauge for Men Pomade Grip is one of the many fantastic products in the Gauge for Men line. It has a medium to high hold and a great amount of shine. It's made to help to control curl, control texture, and give a nice flexible yet strong hold to a nice remoldable textured type of style. It's great for different looks like the shorter Rob Pattinson hair, or that hair that has a little bit of soft wave that they just want to add a little definition to the wave and a little bit of control. It really helps to condense and control the hair. It is fantastic for any man that wants a little bit of shine in their hair and a little bit of condensed control. The Gauge for Men Pomade Grip. Let's talk about the product itself for a minute. It comes in a puck. Most pomades come in a puck. And the thing about pomades in a puck is to always remember, start off with a little bit. Anything that comes in a container like this, you want to start off with a little bit, knowing that you can go back and get more later if you need to. That way you ensure you don't get too much product. This particular pomade has a nice, smooth consistency, yet a decent amount of hold. If you take the product and rub it between your fingers, you can see that we have some nice shine right on our fingers. You can see that shine is going to help to transfer to shine in our hair. As it starts to dry, as we move it on around in our fingers, it doesn't dry too quick. This means it's going to help to give a nice, flexible, pliable, remoldable hold. As it dries, you can feel some of that tackiness or stickiness on your fingers. That tackiness is how much actual hold that product is going to have. If we can move the camera closer, we can kind of check out my fingers, and you can still see, hopefully see, some of that shine that's left on your hands. So you can feel that it's going to last in your hair and give it a nice, sleek, condensed, frizz-controlled feel. Gauge for Men defines its mission by creating high-performance, multi-purpose products for the everyday man in his everyday life, no matter what his style, be it rocker, biker, sporty, modern, or classic. That's fantastic, but how else can we use this product? Let's step outside of our box for a minute and consider some other uses. Last week, I was doing an updo style for more of a classier occasion. Of course, it was a 95-degree day, humid, crazy fuzz, crazy frizz. Everybody has it. Everybody deals with it. I wanted a way to control the frizz on her hair while keeping the curls silky, yet a nice, deep wave. By adding the Gauge for Men Pomade Grip into my mix, I had exactly the curl I was looking for. The curls were well defined, they were sleek, they were shiny, and it helped to make a nice, big, wavy, soft swept, defined, curled style. Okay, so let's talk about the short-haired styles for a minute. I found that I loved this on the shorter hairstyles that I did this week that needed to bring out a little bit of texture, but didn't want a severe, strong texture, more of a moldable, pliable texture with some nice shine. We all would like to add some nice shine to our hair. It's highlight season. The shine in this product really makes the dimensional color of highlights pop right out and add some fantastic shine to all those blonde highlights that are running all over the place. To use this on shorter hair, we're going to take one finger dip, about that much. You can cocktail this with other products. If you have fine hair, use a little less and cocktail it with a Be Artistic so you have a little more volume support. If you have really curly hair that you want to soften and straighten a little bit more, cocktail it with some Be Smooth or the Be Excellent oil. That's going to soften up the hold and the texture and help you create a little bit more of a smoother, straighter style. On Lucy here, we're going to use it straight. We're going to take our finger dip of product, break it down in our hands so that our hands remain nice and shiny. And it's spread way out so we don't have clumps of products anywhere on our hands. Now I can easily talk to you in this video, leave it on my hands for a minute, and then apply it to her hair and not feel like it's going to dry out. With this, we're going to work it all the way through, really shampooing it all the way through the hair. You can go in and you can mold her hair and blow dry it, create a little bit more of a spiky type texture, blow dry it for some smoother feel. You can piece out the sides with it. I'm going to take a minute, step out, blow dry her hair, and then talk about how we can piece out the edges with it at the end. What we're going to do now is we're going to mold those textures into maybe some nice big fat waves or bends. We're going to use our round brush. I like the vented round brush because the core is going to heat up and it's going to create a little bit more curl. But I'm not going to use all of the brush. You just want to use the first maybe 1.5 inches of the brush. We're going to turn our blow dryer on. I'm going to use the higher setting on my blow dryer. By setting the round brush onto the hair and spinning it as we pull it out, you can see that it creates a nice molded texture. When you set the brush in there, pull it out as you start to turn it. This is going to help to give this style some fun rounded bends. You can lift it up if you want to create more. You can pull it down if you want to create less. You can see as we do it, I walk the brush through my fingers, keeping a nice light hold on the brush as I do it. And you want to let the top 1.5 inches of the brush do the work for you. We want to go through and finish up the style. Because her hair is a little bit coarser, I can go back more and get a little bit more pomade grip. We're going to take a very little bit of the pomade grip, keep it mainly on our fingertips because we want to be able to grab it and piece it out. And we're going to go through and piece out that texture, working in more of a twisting fashion with these defined ends. And move the hair to where we want it to go. But you could very easily smooth it out and wear it more smooth. I like the texture she has in her cut, and I like that we have this definition to these bends. I feel the pomade grip gives me exactly enough hold to create that, but still be able to move it around. And that shine really makes that red in her hair pop right out. So we've used this product on shorter hair, but I have to admit, one of the types of hair that I found I loved using it on the most is curly hair. Curly hair this time of year is probably one of the most challenging textures to deal with. You want to create definition to that curl, you want to have shine, but you don't want to do a lot with it. Curls are happiest when you do less with them. We could easily use this Gauge for Men product, use it, work it all the way through those curly textures, air dry it, diffuse it, squish it and blow dry it softly, twist them up, and we got all sorts of fun, fantastic curls. So we've talked about the Gauge for Men pomade grip and how fantastic it is. This product is very versatile. Key point to keep in mind though is you always want to use just a little bit of product. A little bit goes a long way. One little finger dip is all you need. Break it down in your hands real well. Also, I hope we have given you some decent style tips along the way, as well as help to introduce you to a little bit of a summer saver, so you can stock up on the Gauge for Men pomade grip. I'm Karen Slack, your resident product junkie, bringing you the products that you need to help to make your beauty unique.